Pregnant Stacey Solomon looks radiant as she enjoys some quality time with her two sons. She recently opened up on the burden of guilt she feels as a working mom. And Stacey Solomon took her two sons out for a day of fun as they attended the Polar Adventure launch at the Sea Life Aquarium on Sunday. The pregnant Loose Women presenter, 29, who is expecting a child with her boyfriend Joe Swash and who is already a mother to Zachary, 11, and Layden, 6, from previous relationships, looked radiant in a mustard yellow jumpsuit for her family outing. From the front, her baby bump appeared concealed due to the illusion of the animal print on her ensemble, but as she stood to the side, her gorgeous growing tummy was able to be spied. Stacey kept her all-in-one outfit casual by slipping her feet into bright white trainers and ashy wrist with gold hoop earrings. The expectant mother styled her brunette locks in a sleek straight style and highlighted her glowing complexion with bronze eyeshadow and nude lipstick. Her two sons cuddled up to her as they posed on the red carpet ahead of going inside the underwater exhibition. The stylish kids appeared to coordinate by both wearing jumpers with yellow stripes and black trainers. The adorable duo beamed with excitement at the prospect of seeing what the aquarium had to offer. Stacey and Joe confirmed in February that they were expecting their first child together, which would also be her third and his second. During a recent interview with Mail Online, Stacey opened up about her views on her other half's paternity leave being deemed irrelevant, as well as looking after her mental health and the guilt she feels as a working mom. The TV star said it is weird because no one ever asks Joe if he's going to take time off, but I always get asked when am I going to stop working or when are you going to go back, but no one ever asks Joe that question. She continued by saying that it causes her to start questioning whether she should be putting plans into motion, adding Joe doesn't even think about it because nobody really cares or thinks it's relevant. There's a lot of pressure on women as to when are you going to do this and that, but the reality is Joe and I are having a baby together and it's going to impact both of our lives in the same way, but he will never be under those pressures. On the topic of work, Stacey continued by saying that a large part of her not making plans is because she is passionate about work, doesn't want to miss out on opportunities that might not be there forever. However, despite feeling lucky to be in the career she has, Stacey said that she still feels like she wants to spend as much time as possible with her young children and feels a sense of guilt when she has to work. She confessed, "Trust me, I want to be around my kids all day every day, so it comes with a nice big burden of guilt, but at the same time I love what I do and that they see that I love what I do." Stacey shared that Zachary and Layden are over the moon to be welcoming another sibling, however she admitted that sometimes she does worry about how they will adjust. She said they're excited, "It's weird to know that there's going to be a whole new dynamic, so some days I am like this is so exciting and amazing, but other times I am like will they be okay, will they adjust? But I know they will, and they are such lovely boys and they're going to be great big brothers and I can't wait for the new addition to our family." Following Zach's birth, Stacey had postnatal depression, which she has previously spoken candidly about during discussions about mental health. Since then, Stacey revealed that she has made sure to regularly check in with her mental health, as she strongly advocates that it is just important as physical health. She said, "I definitely think that I want to and try to make a conscious effort about my mental health, even if I feel like I am absolutely fine. I think it's important to check in and make sure. I really struggled after I had Zach with my mental health and it made a significant impact on my life and Zachary's life and the way that I dealt with the whole scenario. So realizing that there are certain tools and people you can speak to and it's definitely better off being open and getting as much help as you possibly can. I had no choice. I would have lost." British mother, 55, has her passport confiscated and faces jail in Dubai 3 years after she. Peru 2 drug mule Michaela McCollum, 25, is in talks with a production company to bring her. Strictly's Tess is daily left heartbroken after running over and killing her family's Maltese she. Single mother, 26, who claims Conor McGregor fathered her daughter, shares a new photo of the Premier League footballer filmed himself sexually assaulting a woman on a nightclub dance floor. Hospital is forced to apologize to a transgender woman who visited a ward dressed as Mrs. Claus after. Reckless drone pilot risks disaster by trying to take aerial shots of Windsor Castle and Harry Andorra. Marc Jacobs, 55, and Char DeFrancesco, 37, say I do in style as they get married in New York City in front. British ISIS matchmaker, 25, feared her 2 young children would be murdered if she tried to flee. Jacob Rees-Mogg says Boris Johnson could unite the Conservative Party and win an election as he. Line of duty bosses sack a senior crew member after stars including Vicky McClure complained over. Victoria Beckham is helping Meghan spruce up her new home at Frogmore House after she moved in with. At least a dozen Premier League stars are being treated for addiction to video game sensation. One was not amused. Queen Victoria, fresh glory for James Cracknell Rower, becomes the boat race's oldest ever competitor at 46 as his.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.